Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I know you've been loving the waifus and the Age of Titans content, so I'm going to be going over the tower system because I've honestly been able to smash out the very first tower with T3, Tier 2 and Tier 1 units. So I'm going to give you guys my formations I will rocking in that, as well as some big tips on why you guys need to complete every tower in this game. Hello, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily Age of Titans videos, as well as Call of Dragons, since I am an official Call of Dragons content creator. So what we're going to be doing though today is covering the towers. The towers is the almost like campaign system in the game. You're going to get access to towers the further and further on you progress through the story. So the very first one you will get is the Tower of Distress, and this one is very important to complete. As you can see, I've completed it right now with the units we have, as well as the heroes. And the reason why you guys need to complete these is two reasons. You get a bunch of rewards, which we'll showcase in a moment, but each tower, every time you go up certain stages and you hit certain milestones, you get buffs. And these buffs are obviously going to help you in the open field, in the story, in anything in the game, because these are permanent buffs that you have now obtained for those troops. So you can see here we're getting infantry attack and the defense there. A little bit of a rewind, restutter. But when we look into like the Tower of Glacier here, you can see we're getting even more infantry attack. We can go up again. We're getting defense here. We can get damage dealt to monsters even further up. Infantry type HP and then infantry type attack, right? And the cool thing is, like I say, when you're going up in these, you're going to get a bunch of rewards, which is really nice, like advanced summoning tokens, and going all the way up, you get a nice permanent for your avatar. You also get a city skin the further up you go, right? So it's a really cool feature that you're going to be able to have for your account. There's a little like portrait frame to go with the little title frame that you have now, so you can have like a nice little mix and match. And then when we get to almost the top, I believe it's 29 here, there we go, we get the Ice Castle skin, right? So really cool skin to get. Obviously when you complete the Tower of Distress, guys, I will let you know you will unlock the Jungle Temple Castle, and this will give you 3% attack on all of your cavalry, and you lose 3% HP for archers. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it looks beautiful, the skin, but the buffs that you get and you know the buffs you lose, for me this is not worth it. I would not use this right now. It's honestly better just to keep using your windmill or even using your peaceful castle if you've got them for now. But the ice skin is infantry type HP, and this skin you're going to get would be good. You can use this because you're sacrificing a little bit of attack, and you get so much attack from all of the towers already. So you're sacrificing basically one of the tower buffs to get even more infantry type HP. So really good, powerful city skin that you can have. And like I said, these towers you will get even more, right? You can see in the fog here there's a jungle one that I'm almost about to unlock, and I think when you unlock this one, this is where you will unlock your third or second, should I say, second titan, which is the infantry one. So the infantry titan here called Vice, you will be able to get, I think, all the pieces through that tower. So you have to complete that tower to unlock Vice, from my understanding, from all of the whales speaking to me and from the information we've got so far playing, I think 4 days, nearly 5 days straight now of this game, right? So just remember, you're going to get more towers. These towers are always going to be something you're going to need to do. You can see even there's one here in the lava side. I don't know if there's going to be one here. You can see some sort of building when you do zoom in, so this might be the Halloween or like spooky zone area. So just make sure you are completing your towers, because you're going to need to complete them, right? But I've got some more tips here. We're not going to end the video there, obviously. What a lot of people are wondering is, you know, what marchers should you bring, right? And a really good tip to showcase here, on the Glacier one I can showcase. I can't show you on the Distress one, but on the distress one, you will notice you have a option called the support hero. So this support hero here will be Valkyrie in the Tower of Distress. And what I would always advise is always put Valkyrie somewhere, somehow in your setup. And the reason why you need to be able to do this is because of the rulings of the game, right? So when you're going in the tower, if you've noticed, the Tower of Distress lets you use any set of heroes. You can use any hero you want, but you can use as well the support of heroes within the epic, category. That's your roster. And then you got this. And this support hero, if you look, when you click on the portrait, will give you 30% troop damage. And this is key. You need this in your march in order to progress through, right? So what I would suggest for you guys, and this is a really good combo, I'm not gonna lie, that I ran all the way up, and then I was stuck on the very final boss, and then I didn't realize that Valkyrie gave the buff, right? And then we started using it, and I instantly completed it. It was all on live stream. You can watch the live stream from the other day if you really want to check it out, when we were honestly grinding it for about an hour, figuring out how to get the best match. But what I would recommend is this, right? So we're going to set a multi-troop up of 4 troops here of what I would recommend for you guys. So in the cavalry slot, I honestly use, and this is one thing you might switch in between, but I used cavalry with Yannette, and I then used Valkyrie. So this was my cavalry main powerhouse. This is what basically won most of the rounds for me. If I wanted to, and this is what I'm going to suggest to you guys, you can use Yannette as a infantry commander. So if you want to hit infantry, you can, but I would honestly use with her Roxanna. And the reason why I'm going to suggest Roxanna, even though she's a gathering combined hero, is the fact that she does a AoE hit. She does a fan of 3 troops for 280% damage. And with infantry, especially with your Yannette does the exact same thing, right? Her ability is doing 3 troops with 300%, and she decreases that mana by 100, right? So it's a really good, actually, synergistic combo here you can use with both heroes. And this is an infantry one that I would recommend for you. But for my full combination, I'm going to showcase, this is what we ran. We went with, you can say, the Yannette and Valkyrie. This was the first combination I ran. And then for archers, and you will always need an archer march, I ran Heimonsu and Yang Sung. These are all epic heroes, guys, that you can pick in this area. So these are the next 2. The infantry slot was a really cool one. I was, debating which ones to go with, and you have quite a lot of options when you're trying to figure out infantry. Lynette, honestly, for me, is a really powerful hero. I love Lynette, and I was using her at 511 through all of this, and she did a monster amount of damage. But you can pair Lynette with quite a few heroes. You can use Canis if you want a little bit more AoE. You can use someone like Erin, which is honestly an all-star in this. If you've got her even at 5555 or 555 or double 5 for my scenario, I've only got a 55. But you're going to have a really tanky march, and that's what you want in the infantry slot. You want someone really tanky. You can also do someone like Calope if you have Calope really highly leveled up. So if you've got like a 511 Calope, I would honestly recommend this march. It is quite devastating when you run both of these guys together, especially with the counter-attack damage. Or what I did end up doing for quite a lot of the time, well, honestly, just running Destina. Because Destina or Roxanna, should I say, were a perfect infantry combo. Because now I've got a really powerful frontline primary hero, and I've got the AoE to back her. So that's basically my 3 setups that I were generally running when we were playing the Tower of Distress. And the thing is, I can use this exact same combo now in the Tower of Glacier, because Roxanna is giving us a 30% damage buff. So my infantry march here would be doing hella damage, right? compared to all the others. So now what I would recommend for you guys is honestly up to you for the 4th march, but I would recommend either a cavalry or a 2nd infantry march. The reason you need one of these marches is quite simple. Your archers are going to do enough damage to basically carry your team. Your infantry units do already enough tanking for the team. And the cavalry do a bit of both. They're really good at damage. They're good at clearing a lot of AoE for you, as well as being quite good, you know, sustained units. So you can use whoever you want, but what I did were choose infantry. I actually ran either actors with Canis, or I even tried running cavalry, because I do have some obviously cavalry heroes, and we ran a Kayla with Bella. This was the march I ran for my basically cav match. It wasn't fully maxed out, but I could obviously tweak it, right? I could maybe move 11,000 of these troops here, so there is around, you know, 78, nearly 80k march there, and it would help it out. And the thing is, having these 4 marches together is very, very powerful. And I'm going to do the Tower of Glacier now, just to showcase this combo on, just to give you guys a little, you know, idea of how it works. So when you go into the tower, you're going to have your marchers, and you can see you always want to look where people are positioned so you can get the best out of them. So here we're going to have our infantry march like we discussed, and I'm going to, because it is Roxana given the buff here, we're going to do a Jeanette here with our Roxanne. So this is our infantry march. It's going to do 30% more damage. So here we go. We're going to drop this a little bit down just so we are 100k, and we might run double infantry, who knows, right? So now we've got our cowboys. We're going to run actually here our Sekhmet with our Valkyrie for more damage. So we've got 2 frontline units here. We're going to now run that archer march that I've already told you guys. But as you can see here, we're not going to be able to actually do it because this is only females, right? So I'm in a new predicament. So what I'm going to do, so for this stage instead, is actually run Freya. And the reason why I'm going to run Freya is she does another single target damage, but she decreases the HP up to 5 enemy troops, right? So it's a really good powerful debuff that I can pair with my Heimonsu. So it's a very good match still. And now we're going to run another cav match. We are going to run Kayla and Galahad as the final one, and we're going to hit ready, right? So here we're going to go, we're going to let our marchers go and start flying in, and the archers are going to do theirs. So we're going to buff up these guys. We're going to change the cavalry formation with one of our skills. Again, you can use whatever lead skills you want here, guys. I'm just going to say that. But you can see the amount of damage we are able to deal, right, is absolutely absurd. We've already killed majority of them, and our unit is powering through with our infantry. And you can see now how much damage just gets amplified. The 400 is basically all of our normal units. Whenever your net hits, it's going up to already over 1,000, and when she does the skill damage, it goes even higher, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the tower. You need to complete the tower, get the completion, get those buffs, get your rewards completed, and obviously progress your account in the game. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay sneaky, and catch you later.